So, Necrotesh is back again beneath the sands. And you've all had a nice long night's rest. Prepare any spells. You gather all of the things that you need for a journey to the mines and back. Waking up in the morning, you guys go to the mine shaft that yielded no results. That was the dead mine shaft that eventually linked back into the main mine. Making your way towards that mine shaft, you follow the paths through the Bleachbone Gulch. I assume on foot. I don't think anybody has really horses or anything or camels.
We both fly.
We both fly.
You both fly. How high do you want to fly?
Give me 40 feet.
40 feet above the ground. So you're still technically in the gulch, because the gulch is 150 feet up before you're actually out of the gulch and looking down. So you're only kind of
You want to be near you guys anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't want to be too far away.
Copy. And
I will scout up above, essentially at or slightly above the gulch line, and see, just make sure there's nobody approaching on the plateau.
Okay. Whoever has survival as a check skill or the highest survival, please roll it.
17.
All right. It's fairly easy to move quietly and without causing any kind of ruckus. The Bleachbone Gulch itself, being that it's kind of an echo chamber, there's a lot of sounds going through it, and the sounds that you make, although they do echo, you're pretty good at minimalizing them as best as possible. You travel almost the entire length of time without any incident. And as you are approaching, I would like you, Whistles, to make a perception test with advantage on your plan.
So nat 20.
Yep. Thank you. A lot. 26.
You see along the path, as you are looking down, on a ridge, part of the gulch, within the gulch, not up on the plateau, but still in the gulch, sort of an outcropping. A series of vibrant colors and pattern changes that causes your eye to twitch. And you focus and you see, looking down with a crossbow raised, is a technicolor, multicolored, shifting colored figure, flattened against the wall, with a lizard-like tail. And it is aiming a crossbow at your approaching party.
Okay.
What do you do?
I get out over ahead of it,
Okay.
and I drop a tiger on it.
You drop a what?
I reach into a small tan bag I have at my hip. I pull out a small fuzzy ball and drop it,
Okay.
which forms into the form of a very angry tiger.
It's raining cats.
How many feet would you say I was above at the top of the line there?
Let's go 60.
Great. So it's going to be tiger damage plus 120 feet, however many feet of falling damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Does it turn into a tiger when it lands, or does it turn into a tiger as soon as you release it?
Basically, as soon as it sort of like gets out of my hand. Yeah.
Okay, well then you pick how high you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
As much falling damage as I can accumulate, in addition to the whole like tiger thing.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack. Let's see how well your drop is. Die 20 versus a with advantage on a unsuspecting opponent as you ambush this poor creature that's
Air bombing with a tiger.
Oh, pounce. Let's use that. At least moves at least 20 feet straight towards the creaker.
okay.
Hits with a claw attack, and then it is also not. That's
It's definitely a straight line.
Does he get the red with it too?
that
then?
checks out. It'll also get a bonus attack if it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Poor lizard.
Hits with a claw attack. Cool. Right. Yeah. Claw attack. So yeah. Ooh, that was actually not very good. Yeah, that's the bad one. Yeah, 10.
10?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
roll the 5 with advantage. The 5 was the high.
As
Roll 1 and
dropping, looking up at the last minute, you can see clearly now, realizing it is a large, humanoid, medium-sized chameleon.
Okay.
It freaks out and immediately goes black-white checkered. And throws up his hands and it dives out of the way as the tiger looks up at it. And it quickly goes, quick, blend in! And it turns into yellow with black spots. It goes, you cannot see me! And you see the tiger's like... It says, I stop you! And it raises the crossbow and the tiger just goes after it. Roll again.
Slightly better. Boy, rolling like butts here. 12.
The chameleon definitely dives out of the way as the tiger, confused by the color pattern, swings. He goes, an amazing sense you must have of vision and smell. You must see in ways other than vision. I shall change again. And this time, it's just pictures of clowns all over, like...
Yes, good, yes.
It's literally renditions of clowns, and it raises and it fires its crossbow.
Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The tiger takes 10 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah. It's
Okay.
still very much.
You hear roaring up above you, party, and you look up and you see on a ledge up above, you see a tiger. You see at least a claw of something, and you hear roaring, and you can see flapping up above, looking down. Roll initiative. Charity Good Person goes first. As up above, there is combat and the sound of twang of a heavy crossbow bolt firing, and the roar of a large jungle cat.
If you're mad tiger.
Yeah, a very mad tiger.
I'm gonna just sling a guiding bolt at the thing the tiger's fighting.
Do you have to be able to see it?
Can I not see it?
Currently, if I can draw, which I don't have to, I'm going to draw both a sideways view and the current view. So, if this would be the sideways view, where here's you at the bottom of the gulch, right? This is currently where they are, and you are all down here looking upward. So, if this is the gulch, you might be able to see the tiger because its little tail is swishing out here and it's on the ledge, but you cannot currently see the chameleon. While floating up here is Whistle. Whistle can see down perfectly. This would be your current scenario where there's an outcropping. You are all here.
Where's me flying?
And there would be a tiger, probably here. And over here, somewhere, a chameleon against the wall. Which means that you do not currently have a line of sight on the chameleon.
Is the wall completely smooth, or are there like ledges and stuff that I can like clamber up?
Many of them. It's an easily scalable thing. There's many. It's almost like a ladder.
Yeah.
So it's 90 feet up, but if
Right.
you wanted to climb a bit, you could see what was going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to climb as far as I can climb to get at the speed of 30 feet. So I'm gonna try to get to where I can get a line of sight.
Give me a perception test with disadvantage. Let's see what you can see.
10.
10?
Yeah.
A single move does not get you line of sight. Come on, Bob the Necro Builder.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to issue, because I am flying, so I can see what the hell's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to issue a...
How high can you fly? You're currently 40.
Mhm.
You need to go up a little bit more to be able to see.
I can move 30.
30?
Yes.
30 will get you there. You'll be able to see in
Trying to
30.
step up there.
I'm going to issue a volley command to my archers.
Do they need to see what they're shooting at?
It's a volley command. I'm giving them I'm giving
I
them
don't know
a
if you wanna
spot
use
to
that,
aim.
Like,
Okay.
this is
So
what
it's an
we do.
indirect fire.
Gotcha.
So that's 3 long bow shots.
At disadvantage. Right?
Yes, but I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
be casting fairy fire first.
Interesting.
So fairy fire will any attack roll against the affected creature or object has advantage.
So it's a wash. So it's a straight.
Yep, it's going to be a straight shot, but it also helps your tiger out.
Oh yeah, love that.
So, and it should make it easier for other people to see because the whole thing's going to start glowing.
I mean, I rolled a 5 with advantage earlier. So.
Don't believe Fairy Fire has any kind of resistance. There might be a way.
There is.
There is.
So you have to
DC?
be able to, you have to make the DC is going to be a dex with a spell save of 15.
No. No way. No, that is how a chameleon that is covered in clowns, glowing brightly, does not understand. All right, go ahead.
So that's fairy fire. That's my action.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and now my archers are going to volley. That's going to be, so that's at a +4, so that's 15 to hit.
Okay. 15?
Yes.
All right. Roll damage.
So that's going to be D8 times 3, 4,
He's not a bad guy.
6.
I'm not going to feel bad at all for dropping
14.
the tiger on it.
All right. You see a bunch of arrows go flying up and arch down towards the tiger as well as the chameleon is from your point of view, Whistles. You see one arrow strike and the other two hit next to him and don't hit.
Mhm.
But when he gets hit, definitely screams like, "Where did that come from?" Doesn't seem to realize that
He's
it's glowing.
Yeah. I would say he's not the brightest, but
He is the brightest.
demonstrably false. Yeah.
Whistles, you're up.
Oh, hell yeah. It's tiger time. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's tiger him up. This time with advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah. Or no, claw first.
Great. Multi-attack.
19.
19. All
Great.
right. Hits.
8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Need a DC 13 strength saving throw?
Strength.
Yes.
No.
He fails.
Yes.
It's prone. Also,
All right.
I bite it. Natch.
Oh boy.
Poor chameleon.
Do you want the brigand's worst stealth soldier to be killed or what? Because if they have 3 hit points left, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, no, yeah. The I think it's reasonable that the druid would be like, don't like
Right.
the tiger's like. It's like it's throat is in its mouth. It's like.
The current color going through the chameleon is TV static. It's just noise.
I love it.
What do you do with this poor, quiet, now critically wounded ambusher?
I fly down and stabilize him,
All right. You fly down and you stabilize the chameleon.
and then I carry him down to the floor.
All right.
I'm gonna shift my
Guess I'll
skeletons.
climb back down now.
Now that
I'll shift my
Fine.
skeletons.
When he is
That's when you
unconscious,
use
you
the
notice the color goes away and he actually perfectly blends in with the ground.
uncanny. I pick him up,
Okay.
so he
weighs,
stops.
weighs nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just-
Hold
Yep.
on. Whap! Right then.
and tries and looks and just flat out the color purple, like beautiful fuchsia all over and yellow sands behind the absolute opposite fucking color.
Hi.
I'm gonna put my skeletons in Overwatch.
Hello, friend. How are you?
Licks an eye. I've been better.
So what you doing out here ambushing random folks like ourselves?
He's like, I'm supposed to report to anybody coming up past from the town.
Who do you report to?
Swizzle piss.
Swizzlepiss. Who's that?
Swizzle, but the mayor?
Mayor?
He's sweaty tits.
That's
Or
Whiffle
sweaty
Pits.
That's Whiffle Pits.
Wiffle Pits.
Oh, that's Whiffle Pit.
Whiffle Pits.
That's Whiffle Pits.
Yeah, I can't imagine how I got those two names confused. Why is this world so weird?
He goes, it's just, it's a desert thing.
So
Who is
who is
I
Swizzlepiss?
hate this
Yes.
place.
Oh, it's a goblin. Bad lot. Yeah.
So, do you know why Swizzlepiss
He's
is
part of
here?
the the fat back neck shankers.
Is that the name of the goblin tribe?
Stop. Stop it.
No, it's the name of his gang.
Stop it right now. The fat pat. What?
Neck shankers.
He repeats himself.
The fat back.
Fat back neck shankers.
When you
This is broken both me, the player, and Charity, the character. It's like, no, I
Just
give
snaps
up.
it off. Yeah.
I give up.
what do you want to do with this guy?
He has pretty bones.
No, I don't. They're thin and flimsy.
Yeah, just knock him out.
Sure.
And tie him up. And take our water skin
In the
back.
desert? Oh boy.
In the
In
middle
the
of it.
canyon.
We can-
In the shade. It's
Oh, are you sure
fine.
we can't put him on the rock? It's almost like a frying pan.
Yeah, knock him out, tie him up.
I'm
And
out.
head out and I guess through the east entrance, which sounds like there's not that many people there.
Take
Okay.
his crossbow also, just on principle.
One of the skellies gets an upgrade.
You make your way to the
There you go.
east
So we got one
entrance.
crossbow wielding.
You make your way to the east entrance. Entering the mines, you can see that indeed it is a very hard rock, still reinforced. And you travel down the shaft using the maps that were given to you or that you were able to acquire from Fizzles McTavish. Any issues with traversing or finding your way are completely eliminated. The maps are unbelievably well done, and it doesn't take you very long before you wind up in the central mining facility, the central mining cavern. Entering into that area, you can see that it is a large cavern. For a mine, very, very large, a staging area that is well done, designed dwarven system, and it's completely abandoned and everything is cold. As you wander into the area, though, there are fresh torches and lights of goblin make. Most of them are magical, just ever-burning lanterns, something you can easily pick up at most stores in any major town or that any low-level artificer could make. Goblins could easily acquire these and buy them.
Yeah.
And you see them all set up all over the area, lighting the way. Taking a look, though, light goes down one of the tunnels as one of the 5 or so tunnels is illuminated with a further path.
Is that the node that we thought it was based off the map? Like
One
it
that goes
says the
farther
aquifer?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have done that way. We don't necessarily need. I have light as a cantrip. We don't necessarily need.
We also both have continual flame torches.
We do,
Like,
yeah.
this is-
Mhm.
Light is not one of the problems that we face.
Yep.
All right. You decide to make your way down that tunnel. You go for another, let's say that you were traveling for about 45 minutes before you hit the central tunnel. The central tunnel allows you to step away from a good number of traversing, like the, not only getting by the knolls, but also taking the elevators down. It's just a slow decline all the way there. Going down this third major tunnel and traveling. I'd like everybody to make me survival checks, please.
Natch.
20.
Mm.
20.
20.
20.
8. Okay. You guys all have enough successes where you find a drop-off area. You're able to stop ahead of time and are able to traverse it by going around sort of an outskirt instead of traveling down and potentially falling off. You find a series of handholds and are able to climb down along the right side. You just stop yourselves from falling over, which would have made a lot of noise, but could have potentially harmed some of you. At that bottom point, you also see there's one goblin with his neck broke down there. It looks like that not all of the goblins were as thinking the same as you.
We'll come back for it later.
You continue down the way, and after traveling for about another 45 minutes to maybe an hour, you reach the bottom of shaft number 3. You haven't seen a single other goblin other than that dead one. And when you reach the end of it, an opening in the side wall, you can see the shimmering reflection of light as it passes through water and sends up waves that are on the walls. Do you approach the opening and look in?
Yeah.
Mhm.
A temple is the best way of describing what you see. It's about 100 feet long, about 30 feet tall, and about 50 feet wide. Along the walls are 20 heavy pillars, and in each of them are carved the figure of a Sahagin guard holding a heavy spear. Most of the spear tips and parts of them fall off, but it's clear from the way that they're holding them that by age they've fallen apart. Some of them are still intact, pointing towards the center of the room. In the center of the room, 10 on one side, so 5, 5, 5, 5. I could actually draw it in a minute. In the center of the room is where you see the well that was described before. Now the well is large. It's a 30-foot diameter well. Raises up about 10 feet, this silo. The top of it has been removed. And you can see that a series of ramps have been built up into it. And over it, a scaffolding. The large winch has been attached. The water, as described, coming in from multiple thin channels, forms a pool around this 30-foot silo in the center well. It does look like a well, but a well for giants that's there. You can see that the silver top has been removed and has been dragged off and just bung sitting against the wall. There's also a lot of building material, woods, heavy drills, a lot of things that are down there. You also see steam machines, things that were moved in, stuff that a group of some small goblins shouldn't have. But there's industrial gadgetry, machinery. There's mining equipment that they have. So, but in the whole room, you don't see a single goblin. What do you do?
Peer down into the well, I'm assuming.
Peer down into the well.
Yeah.
You climb up and you look down into the well. Looking down into the well, you can see that it goes down into an eerie blackness. You can see that the winch has been mostly pulled up, and there is at the top, only about 20 feet down from the actual entrance, there's a large platform which has a sort of a control mechanism of some kind to raise and lower the elevator.
Oh.
So there's an elevator.
Neat.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
There's also a connection to the side where you can bring the elevator back up if you want to get on top of it.
From where we are, I'm just gonna toss a pebble into the room to see if that provokes any kind of reaction from anywhere.
In the room?
Yeah.
Also,
Already in the room.
nothing happens.
What's that?
We're already in the room.
At least I am.
Oh, where? Oh,
Yeah, we're in the
okay.
room. We're not in the well.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still up on the.
No, you
We're not
go-
in the well.
No, in the
We're in the
well,
room.
but you're in the room.
So the guy said they were still digging, so that's
You drop a
curious.
rock down the well.
Yeah, we drop a walk down the well.
I mean, we can drop a me down the well.
I could drop a fireball down the well.
Let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
How about a double fireball?
You know what? We're not going to drop it down the well.
Bead.
Yes,
Okay.
we could.
We could though.
We could drop a beam down the well.
He hands you a piece of beef jerky or something as a little.
Can we see the top of the cover?
Sure.
What is on the top of the cover?
It's a language. What languages do you speak again?
Infernal and common.
I'm gonna take the time to do the ritual to do comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages.
Yes.
Okay.
So that way I can understand the
Wanna
writing.
put the
on
lid
this.
back
That way you
Okay.
can make Campbell figure out what the lid says.
Yeah, so I can make
Mhm.
Campbell figure out what the lid says.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that.
Damn it.
Can we just put the lid back on and just we're good?
And just leave it.
They're down there. They're not coming back.
You-
That's a them problem.
When I mentioned how big it was, it should have dawned on you that the lid is heavy.
I mean,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, very heavy.
It's 30
We've
feet-
got
30
12
feet.
skeletal warriors. We got some number of bears.
You cast comprehend language.
Yes.
All right.
Get some mechanical advantage. We'll be fine.
Got rope.
Yep.
We got all this mining equipment.
Here lives, in here
That's what we need
is
to move
sealed
the
away
wall
for
for.
all time, the living drowning, the bad water. Do not open. It just repeats. The living drowning, the bad water, do not open.
Do we think they're down there? The people that we were sent in to deal with?
I feel 100% confident they're down.
Yes.
So we're going down.
We're going
Mhm.
down.
Yep. I'm dopey.
All right, let's go down.
We go down.
You find that you can either hand crank and it goes slower but it's quieter, or just have it go down really nice and fast. So do you go down loud and proud and present yourself, or do you try to go down slow?
I say we kick in the front door.
Let's kick in the front door.
All right. You hit
Beautiful
it and
noise.
boo, the elevator whirs up. The steam mechanisms that are currently running it kick into high gear, and the artifice device begins to run the mechanical winch, and with a loud cranking noise, the possibly stolen, maybe goblin designed device moves the elevator platform down very swiftly as you all hold on and plummet at probably about the fastest speed you possibly could without just losing your feet and falling off.
Whee!
As you all go down, you enter into a large natural chasm worn by water, and you see that at one end of it are a bunch of goblins. It is lit by luminescent stones that glow. They're not dissimilar to the ones that Fizzle McTavish had, but a slightly different type of shade of blue. They light up most of the cavern, and at the far end, you can see that there is some kind of a golden Zahagan statue. It is also encrusted with many different gems and special shells. It is surrounded by Zahagan that are holding up what would seem to be shells that they're blowing into, or spears that they're holding. These stone Zahagan statues surrounded by this golden one that has spears in its neck, and it is grabbing, and it seems to be fighting them. And you can see that the goblins are surrounding it. One of them is in sort of like a large steam-driven mecha style thing and is currently trying to grab it and rip it out of the ground. And as the elevator comes down, you see two of the goblins are staring up looking like, what the fuck is coming down? And as it comes down, you meet their eyes and they go, Roll for initiative.
Three
Let's
stones?
first roll for the goblins. Okay.
19.
19. Oh boy.
Advantage.
Yep.
For initiative. And God
Mm-hmm.
12.
12.
Do we have advantage on initiative?
No.
Oh, okay. 8.
4.
Damn!
Wow.
I'm a paladin. I'm not.
Look, my job is not to.
Wearing lots of
All right.
things.
So do you have a paladin aura thing? Where people get bonuses with that?
I'm not high enough level.
All right, you're not Orrery B.
Yeah.
Top of the order with Morris at 19.
So I'm going to, because I have to issue simple command, so I'm going to tell them to advance my skeletons to advance in formation.
Okay.
So they'll know that means that melee in front, archers right behind them, starts nice lockstepping forward.
Okay.
Archers are going to be raining on attacks of opportunity. Or they're going to be hitting what they can see.
Your skellies attack the goblins.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Skellies, let's get
Move the
information.
skellies up.
Yep. So I get stats for that one.
And yes, for those who are wondering, we are using Warhammer 40k miniatures for this because I had no idea what monsters we were going to use, and that's just what we have.
Look at that.
So do you want me to roll one? You want me to roll once for all of them, or roll individually?
No, I want you to roll once for all of them. We'll make it sort of easy. How about this? I got a better idea. Do you have multiple dice?
I do not have multiple nat 20s on me.
Unfortunately.
I do now.
Let's do that.
Hit.
Fail.
Miss. Yeah.
Yep. So one miss. So there's gonna be 3 hits
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure that at least a 19 will hit.
Ooh, yes.
So that is 3 hits, and they are at 1d6 plus 2. 2.
I was told there'd be no math.
So 4, 5, and 7.
4, 5, and 7. All right.
Yep. You can allocate how you. And then for the archers, they steal
Oh, yeah. Hobby.
1 miss, 2 misses, 2 archer hits.
2 archer hits.
2 archer hits.
All right. Go ahead.
7 again, and 5.
7 and 5. All right.
Yep. And then I get to do my thing. So there's a cluster of those dudes right there.
You see what you see.
Yep. So there's that cluster. I'm aiming for that cluster.
You're firing a what?
And
Get him.
I'm hitting them with fireball.
Except.
Except it's not just any fireball. It is a sonic fireball.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the concept
Could be a lightning
of
bolt
a
against
sound-based fireball. Go ahead.
It could be lightning.
Could be lightning ball against the Mac.
It could be. Because
What, is that a mech or is
is
that
that a mech?
That's the Swahagan statue.
That's just
No,
the
that is
statue.
their
No, that's a
steam,
mech.
that is their steam-powered drill that they brought down. That is exactly that is
Which
what it looks
Sonic
like.
would still get through that then too.
It is a huge walking mechanical construct with 2 heavy drills for hands. It is using
So
to
20-foot
grab a hold
radius.
and rip the statue out.
Fireball?
Fireball has a 20-foot radius.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
20-foot radius, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't catch him right there. So
Radius. Not
radius, not
diameter.
diameter.
Yeah,
Yep.
radius.
5, 10, 15, 20. So that'd be the center. If I center it here, 5, 10, 15, 20. He gets missed. He gets hit. He gets hit. He gets hit. He gets hit.
Yep. Everybody
Dang.
but that guy.
Yep.
This is you.
Dang.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slam it with
Thunderball?
for Thunderball.
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 Thunderball, not Fireball. Thunderball.
Not Sonic. We're doing thunder damage.
No, it's Sonic.
Sonic is thunder damage.
Sonic is thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
There's
Sorry.
actually
Thunder
lightning damage for electric.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Right, we're doing thunder.
We're doing thunder damage, so I'm gonna need to
James Bond
have
movie now suddenly.
deck saves made by everybody in that radius.
What's
DC is going to be 15.
Okay, 1, 2. So 1 save, fail. Okay, the only one that saves is the guy basically in the middle. Everyone else fails. Nobody else rolled above a 10, so.
So can I
Donut hole in
get?
this spell?
Can I steal some D6s, y'all? I need 8. Please, 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 please. Lots of 8s, lots of 8s.
It's a very fun part of the game.
Oh, okay. That's some spicy numbers there.
That's some spicy numbers. So that's 10, 15, 20, That is 32, 33 points of damage to everybody in that
Nice.
area.
Taste and enjoy.
Out of 40 possible, you got 30.
Let's go ahead. Is that good? That seems good.
That seems good. Is that
good? Dead.
was that a good one? Did I do good? Did I do
Let's go ahead and remove the one that's pushed over there and throw
That
it towards
was
me.
so good, Bob.
Hand you another piece of turkey.
And it wasn't necrotic at all. I'm so proud.
When the explosion happens, the mech turns around.
Great.
There you go. All right.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love that journey for us.
Right? And you hear out of this crackling loudspeaker. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Swizzlepist does not stand for this kind of bullshit. And you see one of the drills goes away, and this big Gatling gun comes out
Yep.
of it instead.
Oh,
To look kind of like what that looks like.
Yeah, boy.
While the other drill remains, give me perception tests very quickly.
I don't know where my d20 is.
19.
19, okay.
Good.
21.
20,
21.
24.
21, 24, oh wow.
And eagle eyes.
The explosive damage has shattered a lot of the statues. I don't think the fireball in any way would have reached the statue in the back though, right?
No, I intentionally was aiming it to keep it away from.
Okay.
The load-bearing statue.
Yep. It doesn't look like the statue in the back has been removed from its plinth. It's pretty static. It's not moving at all. So it doesn't seem like it's damaged either. from what you can see.
Good.
Okay. Whistle, you go before the goblins. Go.
Sweet. Let's put some giant wasps on them.
Giant wasps. So, dire bees.
Yeah, dire bees.
Dire bees.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. That's better than what I had.
Love a good callback.
Yeah, I like
Love
that.
a good call. 4 giant wasps.
Okay.
The battle of the pet bastard.
All right.
Yeah. Look, giant wasps. You get a wasp, and you get a wasp, and you get a wasp, and you get a wasp. Everybody gets a wasp.
Well, not the mech.
Nothing.
Do they attack immediately?
Yep. I issue a verbal command. Get them.
Get them.
Yep. Okay. All right. They attempt to sting their respective goblins.
Okay.
Farthest one away. 13.
13 does not hit.
Second one right there. Last 11.
Mhm.
One over there.
Oh boy.
Hey, one of them might actually hit. With a 22, I'm assuming gets the job done there.
Very much.
Okay, 4 damage up front. Need a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
All right.
Getting them out.
Yeah, boy, get that out of the way there. And yeah, now they're being menaced by giant wasps.
Okay, got it. Being menaced by giant wasps. They attack their wasp, starting with the one down below.
Cool.
Start with those.
AC 12.
Okay, so one hit for 5.
Still kicking.
Okay, another hit for 2.
Okay.
A miss and a hit for 4.
Okay.
All right. The other ones attack the skeletons in front of them.
AC
Every
16.
goblin is just screaming.
Yeah.
Like, imagine just all of this happening while it's just nothing but screams. Just goblin screams throughout the whole cavern, and the grinding and gears and the sputtering of a boar.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be 14 and a miss. Does the I don't think the
14
hit.
ties.
14 ties. So that will be a hit.
Yep.
Goes to the attacker.
That will be 4 damage on one skeleton.
Okay.
All right. Move the mech forward. Let's see here. 60. So give me 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Oh, I guess we'll
40,
move that on me.
45, 50, 55, 60. Okay.
Oh,
It moves forward 60, and it is going to fire a cone. That's going to. So starting from this point, we're going to go out.
Is it a lateral? Is it a vertical cone or a
We're
horizontal
going
cone?
to kind of do that. We're going to try to get everybody. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So it only goes out to 45. So it will not hit whoever's in the back here. Okay, so you in the back do not get hit. Everybody else, including the goblins, is sprayed with the Gatling cannon. Everyone, dexterity roll.
Wow.
You're all full health right now, right?
Yeah.
Full health plus 10. Yep.
12.
That's not encouraging.
What's the DC?
Huh?
What's the DC?
The DC on this is 14. 14. Okay.
Okay. 22.
22.
12.
We hit 14 and 17.
You're not in.
Oh, you're not in
No,
range.
because I had to measure. I had to go for my
you go
skeletons
for
up
guys,
front and my range ones that are nearby.
Okay. Anybody who a failed save is 14. A save made is 7. So 14 and 7.
Remember, you had 10 hit attempts.
Okay, so everybody.
We have we had
We all
10
have 3
temp
left.
hit points.
All right, there you go.
3 temps.
Okay. You're up.
I am. Great. Love this journey for me.
Where would you like to be moved?
I'm
You're
not sure
red?
that I want to be moved.
Okay.
Well, no, I'll move up 5 feet.
5 feet. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That's fine.
You
So,
fireballed 3
So
goblins
10
on the
feet.
mech.
10.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want to be moved within 30 feet.
Okay, you were within 30 feet.
And
This is your
then-
30 feet square right here.
Yeah, great. How many? Great. I'm gonna drop a fireball right on him.
Okay. All right.
Hit the 3 other goblins too, I would imagine, right?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah. Yes. You have more than that.
You can hit,
Yeah.
if you put it on him, you can hit these 2 and that one.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Go forth. Roll that damage. I will roll to see. That's
Wait,
not
hold
a
on.
good start.
I got 36.
Forecaster.
36. 4 die 6, roll 36. Okay. So,
That's
It's 8d6.
dead.
Yeah, it's-
Dead.
Yeah, it's 8d6.
Okay, yes, they're gone. Yes.
Short work of these.
The explosion happens. The Swizzle Piss laughs as you attack him with a fireball, while the rest of his goblin minions scream in agony as they roast alive and are reduced to cinders in front of him.
yeah. I'm assuming it doesn't scratch the mech.
No, it seems to do some damage to it, but he's not lit on fire,
Oh,
as he is safe from the fire on the inside of the device.
That's good.
The mech does take superficial damage. You can see things popping on it, and you can see the plates bending and reacting to the heat. It is by no means immune. Kenner, you're up.
Okay, well, it looks like I can just like go around the guy to get up there. So
You can go through friendly
You go through.
space. You can go through friendly people.
We're not contesting you
Yeah,
going
you're
for
not
space.
contesting. You can just go through.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
oh, those are skeletons.
Skeletons.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. It's a
Yes, I'll
paladin.
just,
they look like
then I'll
bad
just
guys.
go up to it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just walk up to the guy
All
using my.
Which
channel.
color are you? Green?
Green, yeah.
Nonchalantly walks up, smacks it.
There you go.
And I will try to hit it.
Go ahead. Roll to attack.
So I get 2 attacks. Oh, I'll just go and roll both. 16.
16 does hit.
And the other one's an 11.
Does not hit.
Okay, so then I'll roll damage for that one. 4.
Okay.
I'll spend a spell slot and just Divine Smite as well.
Sounds good.
Just
Why
to
not?
make- just
Yeah, you know why?
there's
not?
one
Smite
there's
the
only
giant
one guy
robot.
like there, so okay, so it's 2d8 extra radiant damage.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. So that's plus an additional 11 radiant.
Nice. All right. 15
and
total then.
yeah, and that will be that's my turn.
All right, moving back to the top of the order with Bob the Necro Builder.
Sending the melee guys in.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move them up.
Yep.
Oh, not all of them. They'll move around a
Yeah.
little bit.
And then the archers are gonna fall back, and they're gonna do a volley fire.
They're gonna fall back and volley fire.
Yep, volley fire. So they're staying. We're holding the back line.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll for my melee specialist first. 17 for them.
17.
Yes.
Yes, that will hit.
All right, cool. And they are on a d6 plus 2. So 7. Each of them do 7.
Okay.
So times 4, so that's 32 spread between them.
Got it.
And then ranged are gonna miss miserably.
Thunk, 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 thunk.
Yeah, literally. Thunk, 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 thunk. All right, and then I'm going to cast Shatter on the golem.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw made at a 15 DC,
Okay.
So with disadvantage.
It's with
and that's
disadvantage.
with the
right?
disadvantage because he's made out of metal.
Okay, because of disadvantage, he didn't make it.
Nice.
And so I
Okay.
need 4 d8s total.
It's a pretty good one. I like Shatter a lot.
Shatter is one of those.
It's quite a useful spell.
It really is.
Okay, let's go ahead and see as you roll 36 on 48. Just roll the damn dice.
No, not that good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
All right. Cracking plates cause vent gases to begin hissing out of it as you hear Swizzlepiss curse in Goblin through the microphone, over the loudspeaker.
What if those are flammable?
All right. Will that conclude your turn?
That will conclude my turn, sir.
Picking it up.
How much higher is the room than the top of the mech?
The room is 60, the mech is 30, so
Okay.
30 feet.
Okay, so enough to get over it. Okay,
You can get over it.
I fly over the mech.
Okay.
I turn into a silverback gorilla.
All right.
I land on the mech,
Land on the mech.
and I'm going to try to pull him out.
That's pretty cool.
That is some epic stuff right there.
I'm also going to be
Alright.
able strength checks.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and make an athletics check to land.
Yep. No problem.
No problem. All right.
Yep.
What is the number?
15?
15?
Yeah.
With your bonus?
Yeah. Oh, athletics. Hold on.
As a gorilla?
It's a gorilla.
Yeah, no, it's going to be higher than that. Yeah, hold on.
All right.
What is... Oh,
You are-
gorillas are trained in athletics, oddly enough.
Uh-huh.
Don't ask how they did that. 19.
19. So you all might have noticed that Morris had to step out, which happens with drop-in games and games all the time as players have to leave at different times. So we're going to keep rolling, even though Morris had to step away, and we're going to jump back into the game with a gorilla that just landed on top of one of our main antagonists and is going to attempt to rip Pilot out of the steam-powered drill machine. All right. So 15 was rolled by you, plus a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Because this is sort of a contested check, that's why I need to know your final number. I'm gonna let you know they did not beat you. So you grapple.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me the strength check to rip it the hell out, which I believe might also, that's what you just rolled, right? Well, the first one was to land and grapple.
Yep.
Now
Done.
you are wrenching it off.
16. Or no. Sorry. Math. There you go. 17.
Okay, the door begins to open, and as the door begins to open, you look and you see a pistol get pointed towards your hand and fires a shot into your knuckles, causing you to let go. Right, as the goblin defends itself, and you're still on top of it,
Yep.
but have not yet completely ripped off the top. The top, however, is bent and damaged.
Got it.
Okay, will that conclude your turn?
Yep.
All right. The
Oh,
goblins.
sorry. Bees.
Bees.
How could I have forgotten about the bees?
How could you?
Let's see if that bee hits first.
All right.
Yeah. Bee number 1. Giant bees. It's like plus. Yeah. 23.
23 will hit.
Yeah. 5 damage.
5 damage to the goblin that had already been wounded by the fireball before.
Mhm.
That goblin will die.
Yeah. A little better damage. 8 damage.
Got it. Okay, still up.
Okay. Make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Did not.
3d6 extra damage.
Whoa.
Don't get stung by giant bees.
Dang.
This is gonna be 7, 8, 9 more damage.
Okay, now dead.
Yay!
Okay, pull him off.
And third bee. Or sorry, third bee.
3B?
3B. Probably not gonna hit. 12 does not get the job done.
No, it's not.
Okay, and the bee that didn't have anybody to sting is going to go.
Did that one make the save for fireball? Did you roll?
It was out of. It was
Oh,
out
okay.
of- yeah.
So that's a
one.
net 20.
1.
Or no, fuck you. Wait, that's the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, match. So that hits. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage,
Okay,
and make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
they failed.
Yeah.
That's 6 dice.
That's
right?
insane for bees.
If you get hit with them, it hurts like 6, 7, 8. 10, 17.
Wow. Nope. Hear him off. There's no way.
And they will all use the remaining movement. Well, that one already moved, so everybody else is going to go further harry the giant mech.
All right. The giant mech is going to swing its arms and flail wildly. And in doing so, it is going to hit everyone in melee range 1 time.
Is there a save or a?
It's just a roll to see if it hits your armor class. Cool. So, Let's see. Its roll is going to be a total of 18. Does 18 hit? Does not hit Rock. Right, but everybody else?
Yes, it
Believe
does.
it or not,
it does hit. Yes.
Hmm?
It hits.
Well, the skeleton
It hits
and
me
the
and it hits
gorilla.
all the bees.
Okay, 13 damage to everyone. That was hit.
What are the skeletons HP?
Skeleton's HP, I believe, are no more, so that should probably take them out.
All the
They
bees.
do have armor on them though.
They do, but the armor doesn't add to their hit points. It just adds to their armor class.
Yeah.
So that would remove the skelly men's.
It was 13 damage. You said.
Hmm?
You said 13 damage.
13.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
I'm still an ape.
Still getting beat up as a silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay. After the goblins, we're going to move on to Charity Good Person.
Great. Well, I can't fireball him again because you're in the way.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
It is 30 feet tall.
It is true. I could fireball
Fire
its
its
legs.
feet.
I could fireball its legs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could fireball its feet.
So yeah, I'm gonna fireball its legs. 25
25. All right.
at the knees. I'm gonna kneecap him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay within range, but can I
It's a
like
dumb
move?
rule.
Try to move out of the cone.
Sure.
Like we said, let's just like move up here.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I mean, it's gonna move and shoot me anyway, but
Rock, what about you?
It also is
Leave it to your
somehow
character.
occupied.
So I'll bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Mhm.
So my AC is 23.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Go ahead.
paladin bullshit.
Those are great.
So that's a 21 and a 15.
The 21 will hit, the 15 will not.
So then I'll just do third level. So
Love it.
so that's 11, 15 radiant damage on top of that.
Because Morris's character has stepped out, we're going to make his character narrative, and I'm just going to sort of adjust things when a player leaves just to make it quicker for everybody else. So, directing the skeletons again to fire, sure enough, they go ahead and launch. Morris is then going to fire a firebolt that's going to fly from the hands of Bob the Necro Builder, which is going to strike, hopefully. It does. And these skeletons, their volley misses. So although the arrows do not hit, it is the firebolt that strikes true, makes purchase, and blasts off a center plate. A lot of sparking
I love
circuit
that.
boards and things underneath.
I love that.
Yep.
That's great.
All right. Good amount of damage dealt there. Let's see how much. 10 on the die face. I'll take it. Okay. That was the move of Bob the Necro Builder, the Fairy Necromancer.
Still funny.
We are moving on with Whistles, who is on top trying to rip off the top. Go forth.
I would like to continue reaching into the driver's compartment and
Okay.
try to bludgeon the goblin or rip him out of the thing.
All right. Give me a strength check.
12.
12.
Yep.
Okay. You don't get enough of a grip to pull it off as it's spinning around and trying to knock you off so wildly that every time you get a hold, it kind of knocks away your hand as it's reaching up, trying to hit you with the drill while it's swinging its arm in front of itself, trying to clear away all of those that are trying to get into its business and do damage. Mostly at this point, it's just rock left but before. So.
Yep.
Yep. Do you-
Also serving to hopefully distract him a little bit.
do you stay on top of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I want to stay up there.
All right. With Rock in front of you, it's going to try to rip you off, Whistles. Right. Make an athletics check, DC 20 to stay on.
Is that an attack roll?
This is an contested athletics check.
Yeah. He's trying to disengage me
Right.
forcibly. No.
No?
I beat it.
You beat it?
Yep.
Okay. You are still on, grabs a hold of you, and you grab a hold and just break a finger and that. Or it tries to actually go ahead and probably stab you with the drill, and you sort of grab a hold and pull it off. It's not able to actually skewer you and rip you off of it.
Yes.
This is great.
Charity,
It's off
good
my shield.
person.
Great. So that open panel that's sparking.
Mhm.
Is there like room inside of it?
Yes,
Would you say sort of open container-ish?
I would.
Great. I would like to create 10 gallons of water inside of that open container.
All right. Just at a spot you can see.
Yeah.
The drill stops. And you see water begins to pour out of it as the hatch flips open, and trying to scramble out of it is a very wet goblin as the entire cockpit is filled with water.
Also, because electricity and water mix great.
Does not work very well, yeah. So the top.
What are you talking about?
the
Water's a
top
great conductor.
bursts open, and now with water pretty much up to his waist,
Yeah.
trying to crawl out is a goblin. You grab him.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
Hello.
Okay. You have the goblin in your hand. The threat is now completely abated. Right. You're sort of coughing and hacking, looking like. You're just a fucking gorilla holding him. That's not what he's expecting. So,
Hello, friend.
all right.
Let's tie him up and take him back to
Swizzle
Nas
piece.
and let Nas deal with it.
Also, free Mac.
Also, hey, free mech.
Well,
Right.
hey, I mean, we should ask him what he's been doing down here first.
Yeah. Let's inquire like what the
Pretty sure
cunning
he
plan was here
keeps selling
vis-a-vis the
water.
giant cursed Sahagin statue.
All right. Well, ask him the questions. You're currently a gorilla standing on top, holding him.
Like, what were you doing down here?
Like,
Why were you trying to touch the obviously cursed statue?
well, and he points back. Oh, that's not good.
You
all
know it
look-
was
do you all
cursed?
look over at the statue?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
When you all gaze back at the statue, what you did notice is that every dead goblin, its blood was moving up the water into the statue.
Oh,
You're now
right.
looking at
That's
the
fabulous.
statue that at one time was gold is now ruby red. And as you're pointing at it, it begins to crack.
Wonderful.
What do you do?
Did you use the mech to get the lid off up there?
You would assume so. You ask him?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, yeah.
Cool.
Great. I'm going to destroy the water that I created.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Go back up the elevator.
Okay. You go and you start to get back in the elevator. As you are getting in the elevator and starting to press it, it begins to slowly move up. You leave the mech down here?
Oh no, we're taking the mech.
We're taking the mech.
Okay, how?
Getting in the mech and
Does it still
piloting
work?
Great. Who has pilot land vehicle or pilot goblin steam drill mech? Anybody?
I speak Goblin.
That's great. Do you have pilot? Do you know how to pilot the thing?
I mean, that's
in any
not a
way?
skill.
That's not a skill in this game.
No,
That's not a skill in this game.
No, it's not. The pilot land vehicle is, and I would definitely give you that as one of your proficiencies, which everyone should
That
have
is-
some proficiencies. I take it you probably don't have
Don't have that
pilot
one, no.
this. This would be a specialized proficiency. So
Yes.
it looks like a bunch of weird levers and contraptions and esoteric devices.
We
and
have
valves you
the
can never
Goblin who
understand.
knows how to do
If
it.
you want to put him back in the mech, you go ahead. He's desperately trying to not be around when whatever the hell that thing is breaks.
Right. Can we put the halfling in there with the Goblin? Will
It
they
would be
both fit in?
It would be a very tight fit, but
I
they
mean,
could
tight fit is fine.
It could
We
be a
just need
tight
to put
fit.
a little pressure on the Goblin to not fuck us over.
All right.
Then we'll jump in the
Also,
cockpit. It's like
giant ape behind him.
Right.
Is something of a.
I mean, giant ape I think should just stay on top.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As you are
Put
shoving
him back in the
as
thing.
you are shoving him into it, the statue shatters.
Let's go.
All right.
Time to go.
Trying to move is like get off my balls. He's moving around, is trying to grab things and move it as the lurching mech is kind of making its way towards. Water begins to pour out of the statue like a hydrant that's been smashed off by like a truck running over it. And you see the water quickly takes a very large, barrel-chested, humanoid shape. Multiple arms fly out of it, and it
Yeah.
looks and it charges towards the large stumbling mechanism.
Okay, so I have at second level, I can destroy 20 gallons of that water,
Go ahead.
which I will do.
All right, you destroy water at it. Go ahead and you're just going to destroy. Go ahead and roll damage. For damage, let's roll 68.
34.
34, okay. You see that when you cast the spell, you feel it grip and bite, and you feel pain in your hand as the spell connects with it in a way that you weren't anticipating. And you can see part of it begin to just evaporate, and it reduces in size by a small amount. You feel as though the spell doesn't hit as hard as it should, but it still hurts it. And the thing moves back, and you hear this bubbling and roaring, like the sound of a massive wave crashing onto the beachhead is the sound of pain that it makes. And it looks over at you, and instead of going towards the mech, it goes towards you.
I mean, I'm like
Charges.
running with the mech towards the elevator.
Yep, you're moving with the mech towards the elevator. But I'm curious who is with the mech, or did you all get on the elevator and then let the mech figure itself out?
I am riding on the back of the mech, both to menace the goblin
Okay.
and also because conveniently the back of the mech is facing the bad guy.
Gotcha. You're on the mech.
Yeah, I also have a action to take against the giant
Oh, I'm in
water
the
thing.
cockpit.
You're in the cockpit
with
threatening,
the guy.
menacing him.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and we will place it, which is sort of a formless creature that fills whatever spaces it has slots to fill.
Cool.
So, right.
That's perfect, actually.
As it is doing so, and it is making its way towards now Charity, having altered its trajectory, you can go ahead and perform your action against it.
I'm going to cast a cantrip.
Okay?
I'm going to cast Shape Water.
Shape water. All right.
One of the things Shape Water can do is freeze chunks of water. So I freeze a 5x5x5 chunk out of center mass of this thing.
Got it. Right. What is your spell save DC?
There is no spell save DC.
Because you're trying to attack a sentient creature with it, it's going to get some ability to resist.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just telling you what it doesn't have a spell save.
What is your standard?
What my
spell
normal
save?
spell save DC
Yeah.
is, I believe it's 14. Let me double check that though. Yep, 14.
14?
Yep.
All right. So it is going to have a large chunk of it in the center freeze, and it kind of moves water around it, and it anchors it to the ground for a moment, and very quickly it breaks up the ice and turns back into water. But it stops its advance, and it does not get to you this round.
Yay!
Okay. Starting at top of the order,
Good job, Shape Water.
we're going to add it into
Good
the
job.
fight.
Good job, Cantrip.
Okay. That'll put it at 17.
Bear in mind that worst-ish case scenario, we can meld into stone. We have a we have a report option if we need
Right.
it.
Bob, the necro builder, doesn't know what to do with the skeletons, but orders them to at least fire arrows at it.
Have them
yeah.
harry it or whatever.
Yes, yes. Right, and we'll continue to fling. Hopefully, fire bolts will cause some of it to evaporate. Firebolt is flung, does not hit, and the firing of the arrows strike into the mass, but they just get all pulled into the water and shattered. Doesn't even know the arrows do anything to it.
Mhm.
All right. With that, it goes. Let's take a look here. What's it going to do? It's going to move up and surround the feet and begin to crawl up the mech. It is going to lash out one large pseudopod of water and attempt to strike Charity. You are over here, Charity, correct?
Yeah, I'm the
Right.
red.
Got it. So it's going to sort of fill the gap in between here of wrapping around the feet.
Would you say it's
I thought
within
we could
30 feet?
advance this turn?
You stop
Yeah.
his advance to get there and get 2 attacks. It was going to
Oh,
get there
okay.
and attack her this turn. This
Cool,
is
cool.
the start of the new initiative round.
Take it.
In which case, it did not get a chance to make it to Charity and attack her this turn, but it will get here this turn.
You're welcome.
So it moves over here and it swings.
Oh, and that it's water. It can't be blinded, can it?
No, it cannot be blind. It
Well,
doesn't seem to have any eyes.
Shit.
All right. It's going to miss you terribly. A large pseudopod goes
Great, I
swinging
love
out
that.
trying to get you while it begins to crawl into the mechanisms and sort of crawl into the mech. As you can see that it's attacking it and the water is pouring into all the different parts of the plate and it seems to be sort of fusing with it. Right. That is the end of its turn. You, listen.
All right. So, Shape Water
players
slowed
are
it down just a little bit,
Mhm.
but let's try something that might slow it down a lot. I'm going to Thunder Wave this thing,
Okay.
which hopefully will hit it multiple times potentially because it's got a bunch of different squares in there. We'll see what happens.
Go ahead.
That seems like a thing that might be of benefit. It's going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
DC continues to be 14.
It fails.
Great. It is going to be at least 2d8 thunder damage.
Mhm.
And I'm going to push it sort of sideways.
Got it.
Yeah.
How far does it push?
Up to 10 feet.
Okay.
Yep. So 10 damage. I don't know if it affects it multiple times or not, but 10 damage.
No, it does not. Just
Great.
single entity.
Cool.
So 10?
Yep.
All right.
Boop.
Charity, your action.
I mean, I feel like we've hit this before. I'm going to destroy 20 gallons of its water, especially targeting any water that is on or near the mech.
Okay.
You can upcast that, right?
To second level, yeah. I'm at a third level
Oh,
spell
you're
slot.
not supposed to. Didn't think we had quite so many water-themed spells, did you?
No, I really did not.
Cleric, man.
Turns out shape water is actually really good.
Yeah.
30.
30. Oh my god. Okay. You see as 20 gallons of it just completely disappear. It gives out another horrible screaming sound, like smashing, crushing waves, fills the cavern with its this horrible sound. And you can also hear the cries of something much more human, I suppose is the word I'm going to say. Like there's definitely a voice to it this time, as opposed to it just being the sound of waves crashing. Okay.
Can you move me back towards the elevator?
Sure.
Farther away from the baddies.
Thank you. I can move up to 30.
30? You can go all the way back here if you'd like.
Yeah, great.
All right. Rock, you are in there with the goblin, and the goblin's like, turn, run, run, run!
Does the goblin go before me? Or?
Goblin, you go at the same time. Your turns are locked.
Okay. Go towards the elevator. Go towards the elevator.
It agrees. You stumble awkwardly towards the elevator. Thump, 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 thump. And you get on the elevator. But you cannot fit on the elevator because you take up the entire elevator. So one of you has to go up. The mech has to go up before everybody else.
Yeah.
Without us on it? Like we could climb
You can climb on the mech, yeah.
Yeah.
But all of you just have to basically grab a hold of its feet and hide underneath it. And
Yeah,
kind of
can
get
we
into
just-
space?
Can we just do that?
You can.
If I shout out to this elemental, like, who are you? Does it answer?
It does not.
Does not?
No. You scream through the loudspeaker. The language that was posted before was Aquan. You speak out in common or other languages, it does not respond.
Okay, so everybody get on the mech.
All right.
Let's go up.
Bridget's bad. It was called bad. They called it bad.
Right. Turns around and goes, let me shoot it! And it pulls out the gun and turns around to fire at it.
Yeah.
Do you?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, just go up. Just go up.
Okay, you're able to convince Swizzlepiss to not fire the gun general direction over there and trying to hit whatever it hits, and instead to begin moving the elevator up. And Swizzlepiss goes, you don't need to tell me twice, and goes and reaches around and hits a button on the console, and through connections you can see things begin to spin, and the winch begins to pull up the elevator. All right. It goes up much slower because the mech is very heavy.
Sure.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. And then it is going to move forward. All right.
So, but we're above it, though, right?
Yep, you are above it.
But we had started to move upwards on the
It started to move upwards. Yeah, it just sort of leaps into the air and just grabs a hold of it. Everything even crawls up the walls. It seems to have no problems doing so. It is going to try and envelop everybody on the back end. So it's going to go and try and grab a hold of all of you. Since you're all kind of at the bottom, it's going to fill the space. And everyone who is not in the mech, who is also not flying, go ahead and make me an athletics test.
You still have advantage.
Mhm.
Okay. 15.
9.
9?
9.
All right. Silence as the entire party, skeletons and all, except for you and Swizzlepiss, are gathered into its bulk, and you are now treated as being completely submerged in water and able to breathe. So, while you are engulfed in it, the water forms into like hard pockets and just begins to punch and beat the living crap out of you as you're in there. So,
I love this.
that would be 4 bludgeoning damage to everybody inside. 4.
I stopped being an ape.
Hard water.
Yeah, hard water.
Hard water. Whistles.
So we are currently all submerged in water.
Yep. Counts as grappling, but a grappling that you cannot breathe when you're in.
Well, I mean, I can't currently breathe. And that's kind of one of the things that I was considering.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna become a reef shark.
Whoop.
Well, don't have to worry about not breathing.
Well, that problem solved.
Yep.
All right, you turn into a reef shark.
I do. Yeah, I'm going to try to thrash and disrupt some of this thing's form.
All right, go ahead
From
and
within it.
go ahead and roll an attack.
I have advantage because I have an ally within 5 feet.
Oh wow.
Sharks have pack tactics.
So dumb.
He's dumb.
This is a dumb, stupid game for babies, and I love it.
It is. Boy. 18.
18?
Yep.
All right. 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's going to be 4 damage.
4 damage?
Or no, sorry, 6 damage.
6. All right.
Yep.
Got it. All right.
But I'm inside of it.
You are inside of it. Yes,
Which is
I
just
can
fine.
see that. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Charity.
Obviously, I can't breathe, so this is not making me super happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to just try to, as I was taught, still my mind, reach out. I can still feel Lathander. Like, I still have my power. So there's some incarnation on this plane of something like, in essence, like Lathander.
Mhm.
So I'm going to channel that divinity. Like with like my holy amulet. Like, I'm gonna hold it up and I into Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
So just this glowing effect erupts out of her. And so each hostile creature within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 14.
Oh, that is a fail.
Great.
Love it.
Radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus my cleric level. So 16.
16?
16 radiant damage.
All right. That you can still hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to your, let's see.
Yeah, it's a while.
Yeah, it's a while. So, yeah, so you guys are still good inside of
Mhm.
it.
Well, I mean,
Well, it auto hits you when you're inside of it, like a horde. However, you're not going to drown right away.
I hope
So
not.
that is not a level.
I'm a fucking shark.
So that is not a leveled spell.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to Misty Step the fuck out of this
There
thing.
you go. Well done.
We
All right.
did it.
Where would you like to be? Because the elevator's moving up. You could be on top of the mech. It hasn't been that
I'll
high.
be on top of the mech.
You are on top of the Goblin steam drill.
I mean, how much further is it to the top?
Yeah, that's the real.
Ooh, probably a good minute or so of this.
I mean, but
Yeah.
what is that in feet?
Probably about 150
Okay.
feet.
All right.
Yeah, I would assume that it would be out of range.
Okay.
All right. Rock, what would you like to
Don't
do?
I still get it?
Right now, you still have you have all of the steam drills, apparati, and weapons at your disposal.
So how much longer? Like how many more rounds?
10 rounds to get to the top.
10 rounds.
10 rounds to get to the top at this rate. Yeah,
Dang.
you are
Okay.
you are on this thing. You're on here with it until either it dies or you die.
Okay, so the mech,
Ride
is
or
that
die.
the goblin's turn or is that my turn?
Your turn goes at the same time. You're kind of controlling the goblin. You're there to make the goblin do what you want it to do.
Okay.
So your turn and the goblin's turn are now the same. Consider the goblin to be a piece of your equipment or a weapon you may wield at your leisure.
Okay. So the Song of the Pharaoh's Slumber.
Oh,
yeah.
Is
Your
that,
loudspeaker.
is that an action or is
It is an action to play it.
Okay. All right. So I feel like we should do this earlier rather than later. So I'm gonna
All right.
try and do this Song of the Pharaoh's Slumber. So what do I have to do to like cast this? Or
You have
do
to
it?
roll a performance check.
Roll a performance
Make a
check.
performance
Okay.
check.
Over the loudspeaker.
Over the loudspeaker.
All right. Doing it over the loudspeaker, will that give me advantage?
No, it'll just make it so that the creature can be affected.
Okay. Alrighty. It's a 4.
A 4. Okay. What's your performance bonus?
2.
It's not as melodious as you would have thought.
Oh.
The harmony is just.
But how does
Yeah.
it sound underwater? Like whale song.
does whale song?
Like maybe it's incredible underwater.
It's not. It's not whale song.
I tried.
No. Love what you did though. Good attempt. Would you like to steer the mech to do something? Because if not, Swizzlepiss is going to shoot the water.
He can shoot. Well, he should hit the water.
He should hit the water.
He should hit it.
Takes the drill and buries it into the actual water. Doesn't do anything to it. The water splashes everywhere and begins to sort of crawl up the arm. The living drowning. All right. It is going to, let's see, continue doing what it's going to do. As a free action, it's going to punch everybody that's in the water.
I love that.
It's going to be 7 bludgeoning to everyone in the water.
Ow,
I think
my,
it's just him right now.
ow, my real
Just
hit
you.
points.
Yep, 7. Yep, 7. And the skeletons are destroyed. And
Wait,
Bob the Necro Builder is going to go slightly unconscious. Sharky Shark McSharkface, what do you do?
So I'm a shark in the giant thing of water,
Correct.
right? So Thunderwave moves whatever it hits, right?
It does.
So
It
if
pushes
I-
it.
If I Thunderwave from inside of something,
Mhm.
it should make it go all of the directions, right?
The creature will go one direction. It will all go.
But I want part of it to go one direction and part of it go to another
I
direction.
will not scatter the monster. I'll not scatter the monster to the four winds.
Ah, God, no fun at all. Killjoy. Fine. In that case, you get a plesiosaur inside you. You know, you brought this on yourself.
This is how you get plesiosaurs.
This is how you get plesiosaurs.
All right. So here's what happens. How big is a plesiosaurus?
Large.
Large. Okay.
Yep.
So the plesiosaurus appears in the space.
Yep.
How large was the shark? Medium.
Yes.
Okay. So plesiosaurus appears in the space.
Sorry, I am also still a shark.
Okay. Oh wow.
No, this is also. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I'm adding a plesiosaur. Plus up plesiosaurus, not becoming a plesiosaurus.
There's a horrible scream as the mech is shoved off of the platform and falls down onto the ground with you as well, as a plesiosaur and a shark and the water is too much for the platform to sustain, and part of the platform kind of cracks, begins to move, shifts a little bit, and
Look, we all
the
make
mech
mistakes.
falls off.
Okay.
I made a giant pyramid sprout.
You
Give
know,
me a dexterity save, please. Those of you who are on or in the mech.
he's just mad I gave him a plesiosaurus.
15.
15. 4 bludgeoning to you.
7.
7. 8 bludgeoning to you. And Swizzlepiss is knocked flat out unconscious in the mech.
Okay.
Well,
All
that's
right.
a positive.
All right. Up on top, the water still struggling, trying to figure out what to do. Very good. Does the plesiosaur get to attack?
It sure does.
Go ahead.
I'm glad you asked. Yes, it does. Since it's inside the thing, how is it missing? Does it get advantage?
No, it's basically is it able to form a strike that hits somehow?
I mean, it's a
I guess.
water creature.
I know. I don't think it really. I think it should get advantage on the strike.
So it's a plesiosaur.
I replaced
Sure.
the 5 with a 5.
Great.
Yeah, I love
Wonderful.
that. So the total was 11.
Total of 11.
Yeah.
All right. Bite, 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 bite. It sticks its head out to bite. It's
Yeah.
confused. It doesn't know what it's
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to do.
reasonable.
Right. But what about the shark?
Oh,
Or
right.
the shark's action was to create, or that was
My
it?
shark. My action was to create a plesiosaurus into the
All right.
water elemental. Yeah.
Charity, good person.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna try to chip away at this guy. And I've my last second level spell slot. I am going to
Destroy water.
Destroy water.
Pretty
Go
well.
ahead.
Yeah.
Roll the damage.
31.
There's a splash as everything rights itself. The elevator. And
Yep.
nothing but natural water explodes and rains down upon you. You all look about you as the rain hits. And parts of it crawl.
I turned into a human again. I turned into an air coker again.
Parts of it crawl back into the statue, going
We're good.
back underneath the remnants of the shattered ruby that at one time was gold. And you are now down on the ground, an unconscious goblin, a statue shattered made of ruby, many other dead goblins, and a mech and a damaged elevator. All of you breathe a sigh as the danger seems to have passed.
Do not touch those shards. Wake up the goblin. Let's put the lid on this thing.
Well, let's see what's.
No, absolutely not.
Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know how we're gonna get. Yeah, it's fine.
We'll just bring the elevator
Wake up the
back
goblin.
down.
I wake up the goblin.
Wake up the goblin.
No, I'm more worried about the elevator.
It's like, dude, it's still after us. Get us out of here.
Slow the elevator
Swizzlepiss
back
wakes
down.
up, draws a pistol, and points it at your nose,
Hello.
just out of reflex. Stops, flips it
I
around,
will
and hands
create-
it to you. Just
Thanks,
handle
friend.
first.
I will create water in goddamn lungs. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay.
Are you okay? You don't
No.
Seem okay. You don't seem okay.
There is no part of me that is okay.
So, you guys looking to hire?
Should I leave a bean down here?
Like, man, pretty good with machines. No, too soon, huh?
Yeah,
Too soon.
let's put a lid on this first.
I pick up our unconscious fairy and carry him.
All right.
I have
Remnants.
lay on.
Do you collect any bones?
No, I do
lay
not.
On, lay on hands.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy, we couldn't save your bones.
A cough and a sputter. Bob the Necro Builder comes back to life. The small gothic fae.
Yeah, I'm carrying this gothic fae like a toddler.
Yeah.
Okay, Getting up to the top, the goblin walking steam drill, grabs a hold of the lid and drags it back on top. When it seals and hits finally on top of it, you can see all of the runes light up, and it forms an actual watertight seal over the silo, a 30-foot long, wide, large well. Now,
So what have you learned?
No touchy touch.
So how did y'all end up all gathering here when you heard about this?
yeah, we got a note. Yeah, from our contact.
Do you get a name on that contact?
Nope.
You sure? Okay.
Nick goes.
Do you have that note?
He gives a look at you and he goes, "Yeah, it's not how I operate. I do have the note." Yeah, and he hands it to you.
What does the handwriting look like? Does it look like any handwriting we've seen?
Yeah, it's Wiffle Pit's writing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there like sweat stains?
Yep. You can look at it and you just be like,
It was out of Mr. Nos. So.
you look at it and be like, that's clearly the mayor.
Cool.
Okay.
You can just see by the writing and the way that it's sort of all broken up and the few little drops of obvious sweat that the writing is the hand of the mayor.
I give the goblin an antacid.
You still had the lizard, didn't you? Haven't turned it away yet.
Why would I?
Give it an acid when we walk
Yep.
into the sunset, back to the village.
Go back to
Right.
Visit
This is where
ruin
we-
upon the mayor.
And this is where we are going to finish things off, as you have uncovered that it was indeed the mayor. If this was a one-shot that would be moving on to another campaign, this would be a wonderful point for you all to pick up next time. But as this is just a one-shot, this is where I think we are going to leave it, as we have been playing for a good long time. You have defeated the menace that is at the bottom of the well with spells I didn't think you were going to have, abilities I didn't think you were going to do, things I didn't think that you were going to sidestep, and a pyramid I so fucking didn't plan for to appear in the middle of nowhere. Many things thrown at me that I was not expecting, including
Drop tigers.
all of these different motes of chaos that you don't know about
Please
that I have added into the story that people have been writing and
I love it.
handing to me over the course of all of this. We'll share those at a different time.
Love it.
But thank you all so much for coming. Yeah, I've just been told I need to do more social media tie-ins. So if you guys really liked this game and you enjoy our content, please subscribe, take a look at us, join us on our YouTube channel, and comment. Let us know what things you want to see more of in the show, what you liked, and things that you would like us to expound upon, how you would like us to grow. See you for the next Dragons from Scratch. Thank you all so much for watching the first official release from Dragons from Scratch, Drowning in the Desert. Your likes, comments, and views have been overwhelming. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you've given us as we're launching into this new venture. Also, make sure that you click subscribe and have notifications enabled so that you never miss any of our content as soon as it drops. You can also check us out on social media. Our links are below in the description of the video. To better connect with our supporters, as well as improve every aspect of the show, we are announcing the launch of our Patreon. Now, it's our lofty goal to make GM Seller our full-time endeavor, and your support is vital to us realizing that dream and making content better and faster. So join our Patreon and help us shape the GM Seller as we grow. Your continued support is vital to us. The GM Cellar is our way of giving back to a gaming community that has seen us through many ups and downs. And we are trying to share our knowledge, our love of these games, and hopefully entertain you guys a little bit along the way with our nonsense. So thank you all so much for your continued support, and we look forward to seeing you on the next adventure.